Hello everyone, it's Demo27. Welcome to Pink Heaven, the sequel to Pink Hour. Let's get that cursor out of here. Pink Heaven, a free game, released on September 15th, 2015. Nobody told me about Pink Heaven. Nobody told me that Pink Heaven was out. I had to figure it out on my own. I was very curious and I was looking back at Kero Blaster, because, you know, I like Kero Blaster, and I see that there's a game called Pink Heaven out. What is this? Viewers, I do have to lay it on for you. For some reason, my recording of this is post-commentary, shamefully, post-commentary. So you're not getting the first reaction I got when I first played the game. Why this is because it's not like before where I just close the program and not save it by accident. I saved it this time. I saved all 30 minutes of it. But for some reason, when I saved and I exported it all, it just saved itself as dry white noise. Like I have the file still. It's like a gigabyte of data that is a freaking half hour of nothing. There's nothing in it. It's just a line that has nothing on it. Anyway, Pink Item doesn't have any shops, but it does have an umbrella. I spoiled myself when I looked at the manual. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I figured out that we get an umbrella, so that's cool. Let's play Pink Heaven. So, the story from last time in Pink Hour, when we had the best ending from doing the hardest difficulty and keeping the document, we get to go back here, where the teleportation clerk tells us we did such a great job. Honestly, even after playing the game, I really hope I can still make this commentary interesting. I don't know if I can or not, because there were some things in this game that were just really, really adorable, and I don't fake things, viewers. I don't fake things, reactions, but I did have a lot of nice little things to how amazingly adorable and how well presented this game was when I first played. So look at that, it's Blue Shopkeeper. What is he doing up here in Pink Heaven? And here we realize that Pink Worker, I'm going to call her Pink Worker from now on instead of Pink Tadpole. Pink Worker clearly has something going on with Blue Shopkeeper. Fancy meeting here. That's not a good introduction line. You're in heaven. And oh. Okay. All right. And suddenly aliens, because I guess the world of Kero Blaster has aliens in it. I don't know. I don't know. Studio Pixel, what are you doing? You can't put aliens in your game. So here we go. It's Pink Heaven. The controls are the same as Pink Hour, and the character you play as is the same as in Pink Hour. It's time to go. So here we are, and look at that. Pink Worker has a new power. Her little blasts bring life back to the weeds that are in heaven, or wherever we are, Cloud World. Honestly, I couldn't tell you where we are or what we are doing here, but apparently we have mechanized platforms. I don't know. They're powered by something. Here's another kind of flower. A flower we saw in the Dry World in Kero Blaster's first stage. But who cares? It's all good. Pink Tadpole may only have 2 hearts and this puny little blaster, but she can still tangle with the best of flowers. She's the queen of flowers. Look at her, bringing life back to everything she comes across. So I realized that you do not need to resurrect all the flowers to get the best ending. You just need to make a certain choice later on. But it's cool. It's cool to make all the flowers nice in this little dreary area. It certainly looks a little bleak around here with the black background. There's no blue in this sky. What are you gonna do without a blue sky? In fact, Pink Worker is the only bright thing around here, besides these flowers that we were bringing back to life. And instead, we got visual glitches. Look at that. Look at Pink Worker being split in two due to technical difficulties. Not much up here, but apparently there are tiles and concrete, so this is clearly something. This is some place, somewhere. Somebody built foundations here. Don't know who or why or when or how. Oh, we got a heart from that flower. That flower loves us. These flowers do not love us. They just like throwing stuff at us. Don't know about anything about that. But see, as you can see, it says there down the bottom, Kero Blasters now on sale. And having played Pink Heaven, I know why. But I'll leave it to you to decide. So here's this guy. I don't know how he got here again, but okay. And apparently we have a cat and frog teleporter here as well. So apparently there are people up here that need teleporters that need repairing. So I guess people live here in Cloud World, I guess? I'm not quite sure. The universe, the world of Kero Blaster is so mysterious and makes no sense, but that's kind of nice. Although, it really makes me wish that there was more, or just like, there was more answers to Kero Blaster, but maybe I'll see those soon. Just one. So, we can't have both, we can only have strength or gentleness, not and. And so I picked the moral correct choice, which is gentleness. Pick gentleness past me, please. We gotta keep going. And for that, we get the aforementioned gentleness, an umbrella. And oh, doesn't she look adorable with that umbrella, holding that umbrella. And yes, because we have that umbrella in our hands, it is confirmed Pink Worker has hands. She does have hands. It's amazing. Look at that. She got a little hand right there holding the umbrella. Look at this! Anybody else getting like Kirby vibes from this? Look how amazing that is. Now, of course, look at that. Isn't that cool? It's amazing. It makes me really like. Okay, I'm gonna lay it down for you. This video is only 30 minutes long, so and I did everything in the game. There's only 30 minutes of gameplay in Pink Heaven, which is kind of disappointing. I kind of wish that there was more to the story. I kind of wish we could play as Pink Worker a little more, but well, we don't. Pink Worker will always be a demo character. That's okay, I guess. We got 30 more minutes than we did before, so that's almost double. It's almost double the time we had with Pink Worker. And I really like Pink Worker. She's a stand-up girl. Look at that. Yeah. That's nice. Having an umbrella. So you might have noticed earlier I took a shortcut that takes you through this area, and I realized the hard way that those tubes allow those junk things to go through. Take that shortcut if you can, viewers. There is no benefit to going down here. I had the assumption that if you wanted to get the good ending, you had to resurrect all the flowers. I was trying to preempt that. But you don't need to do that. You can just take the shortcut. That's the reason why you have this thing in the first place. Oh no. Pink Worker only has 2 hearts. We can't take another hit, and these flowers don't love us enough to give us another heart. So as you can see there, that's where we came out of earlier. One thing I like to point out is that Pink Heaven has its own soundtrack, which is amazing. I can't like. You gotta give it up for Pixel for giving us more content, free content, but also having original music to it. Usually demos of games just have music that you hear in the actual game, but no, in Pink Heaven has its own custom soundtrack. Although it probably only has like 2 or 3 tracks, it's still custom music, and it's something that Pixel took time to do, which is something I appreciate very much. I'm actually thinking of doing something for Studio Pixel. Hopefully it goes well. I might not be able to do it because my microphone, some of you might not know because you're all new, this microphone's actually really cheap. I had to fiddle around with the settings for such a very long time and just figure out the perfect way to make it sound good. This microphone's $30. It's a very cheap microphone, but somehow I was able to practice speaking into it and practice distance and normalization and how to manipulate Audacity to do things for me to make me sound a lot clearer than what you could get with maybe a microphone of better value if you were an amateur at it. So yeah, if you notice the UFO here, it's black blobs. Actually, I didn't even notice this earlier. The black blobs that the UFO is shooting out is making all these flowers wither and die again. So clearly, this UFO is up to no good. I didn't notice this during our fight with the UFO. I just thought that they were just randomly turning back into dead plants, but oh, we can fix that. And now UFO is one of them. UFO has joined the flower brigade. That is pink worker. And there's pink worker's crush, blue shopkeeper. And now that we've defeated the UFO, which may or may not have something inside of it, the sky is now blue again, and flowers are raining down from the sky. I had made the conclusion that this was because I had revived all the flowers, but it's really just because we defeated the UFO, which was polluting the sky world, the cloud area. Oh, plum gum. I like plum gum. Plum is a very rare flavor of gum, or candy, really. I like those. And here we go. UFO is back for revenge. We gotta get out of here. That was a kind of a weird translation. It's about time we made a move. But it works. And look at that. Pink tadpole, pink worker, and blue shopkeeper get to share a tender moment. Alas, poor pink worker. It was all just a dream. Pink worker has a very nice apartment. No computer though. And look, see these guys? Remember these guys with the swollen heads? Those are their normal heads. Those are normal inhabitants of Kero Blaster's world. I don't know what they are. They're really creeping me out, but I guess they're normal people. I don't know what they are or what they do. I mean, I guess either there's some sort of Miyazakian kind of creature that isn't an animal. Oh, the yellow umbrella. It wasn't a dream after all. Pink worker just passed out of sheer joy. It's time to go. You can't be late for work. The boss will kill us. Yeah, Pink Heaven! Hooray! Oh, such a good game. And yes, I do consider this to be a game. Oh, look over there to the left. There's our boss. Let's make sure that we don't actually talk to her on the way there. It's just so awkward talking to your boss on the commute there to work. It's nice. You just don't want to say. You don't want to acknowledge your boss outside of work. It's just so weird. But we're passing her because we're really happy right now. I guess we have to acknowledge her. Keep in mind, viewers, that Pink Heaven takes place after Pink Hour, but before Kero Blaster, so we all know what happens to the boss later on. She looks fine now, but remember, she still has that Negativai Lagashia pet. So she's probably not in a really good state of mind right now. And there's the UFO. Reformed, no longer polluting the sky world. And now flowers rain down from above thanks to our pink friend. And what's this? It's Blue Shopkeeper, but not the same one as before. This is just another Blue Shopkeeper. If you remember in Pink Hour, Pink Worker got Kero Blaster for her little brother. So this is a follow-up to that. Kero Blaster is getting additional content. Now, when I saw this for the first time, like 30 minutes ago, I freaked out. I was like, no way. And I looked it up right after the video was over. Turns out that content's been out for like 2 months, and I just didn't know. I feel so stupid, but you can expect me to play that. I told you already that we were going to play something new from the Lego library. But that's gonna have to wait for Kero Blaster, because there's new content, and nothing's gonna stop me from playing it. So, like in Pink Hour, Pink Heaven has a hard mode. So we'll be playing that after we play through this again, but this time we'll pick Strength instead. So let's run wild, let's run through. We're not gonna help any flowers, we're gonna just run through. Get that strength, beat the game again. And then beat it for a third time. And one thing I'd like to add and say beforehand, before you get disappointed in me, Pink Heaven, just like Pink Hour, its hard mode has some really intense platforming. And I know that this game is free, so you are welcome to experience it with me, but I'm sure you probably won't. I want to say it right now. Pink Worker is extremely floaty. Her jumping, it's very hard to manage, so please don't get upset at me when I die a lot of times in about, I don't know, 10 minutes. Please have mercy. Anyway, so yeah, Pink Kero Blaster has an update. It's called the Zangyo update. It's called Overtime. Kero Blaster, he gets a new shade of skin. In Kero Blaster, we had the green Kero and then the yellow Kero. You know, because we have green and yellow frogs. This time we'll get a turquoise-ish, kind of dark blue frog. I saw one screenshot of the game. I saw only one screenshot, so not too much spoilage, but it looks like all the stages are remade. I am very excited to play Kero Blaster. I unfortunately cannot play it right now because I forgot my password for Playism and I had to reset it. And I'm currently waiting for the email to come so that I can play it again, because re-download it, because the update is free for those who bought the game already. But for people who haven't played the game or bought the game, it is it's gone up in about $2 in price. I'm sorry to say. So hey, we got power, so now we have a wave shot, and it's actually more powerful than the wave shot Kero has. It does 4 points of damage. So the UFO will be a very easy boss, as will everything else in here. But at what cost? And I thought I had an umbrella, so I died there. That was stupid, but that's not the death I'm talking about. No, there's gonna be more. Many more later on. You'll see. You'll see soon enough. So the game's price has gone up as a result, but you do get more content for it, so that's justified. And those who have bought the game already, their support got the game to update in itself, so you guys deserve it. I bought the entire game and its soundtrack, so I'm giving myself a pat in the back. I made it possible, in part anyway. I'm really excited to play the game, but I definitely don't want to pay more money for it, so I'm gonna patiently wait for my account on Playism the games to reset so that I can, download the patch. I'm not gonna pirate it either because there's really no point. I have the game. I own it. It's mine. So we're just gonna wait on that. I really hope my save game doesn't get deleted though. I would like to keep my save game. Actually, no, it doesn't really matter, does it? It's gonna be fun though. I'm looking forward to playing Kero Blaster again. The Kero Blaster really was a game, if you couldn't tell from my playthrough, that I really wanted more of it. I wanted so much more out of Kero Blaster. And Pink Heaven is definitely the first step towards that. Pink Heaven, like I said, I really like this character. Actually, I like her more than Kero, to be honest, because this character has a personality and I can relate to it a little better. Like I said before, multiple times, Kero does have a personality. His personality is covered very well in Pixel's comics for Kero. But in the game itself, you don't get to see much of Kero's personality. Those comics are really funny, though. I love those comics. I want to see Ame in this new update, too. So, like before, flowers again. I was a little confused at this point because I thought that maybe it would start raining and we wouldn't have an umbrella or something like that. But no, the ending's a little different. A little more morbid, actually. Good old plum gum. Good old plum gum. Such a corny line, but I guess I can let Pink Worker get away with it. After all, she's got her first. It's her first crush. I mean, we've all had that, haven't we? We're always a little clumsy, starting off, and oh no, Pink Worker, Blue Shopkeeper. They're falling to their death. And as we know, it's not actually a dream, so we know what happens to Blue Shopkeeper. If Pink Worker's okay, then we can imagine that that he somehow cushioned the fall for Pink Worker. And I say imagine because we don't actually know what happened to Pink. We don't actually know what happened during that fall, but we do know that Pink Shopkeeper was injured. So I suppose that that's not a very good ending. But once again, we get more information, albeit relayed to us in a different form. The teleportation clerk is here to tell us that excuse me. The teleportation clerk is here to tell us that, well, get on with it. Oh, Pixel, you always exceed our expectations. You do great work. After all, Cave Story was a free game to begin with. You can never forget that. Cave Story was a free game. Daisuke Yamada is just a guy who loves making video games. Yes, Kero Blaster. So many games like Kero Blaster and Kero Blaster. I don't think are we driving the point home? You did mention Kero Blaster, teleportation clerk. You don't need to tell me. I've already bought the game. But have you bought the game, viewers? It's a good game. You should buy it. Buying the game helps Studio Pixel make more. So here we go. Let's start the trial. And now that we've gotten the first few endings, more flowers are raining from the sky, and the sky's a little more blue. And here we go. Here comes the hell. The hell that is Pink Heaven's platforming. So as you can see, Pink Heaven, and new enemy. Don't know what it is. It looks like a worm, but it shoots out electric bolts. So you might expect to see that in the update for Pink Hour. I mean, Kero Blaster, some form. Once again, viewers, I'm really sorry. It's just okay. Kero Blaster doesn't demand much out of you in terms of platforming, but Pink Heaven and Pink Hour do. It's so hard to do these jumps. Pink Worker, she's so floaty. Oh, jeez, I know. It hurts to watch it even now. I don't want to see Pink Worker get hurt, so I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just really hard. Fortunately, Pink Heaven, or unfortunately, really, I wish there was more, but yeah. I wish that. Get on with it, me. I wish that there were more chances to play as this character. I can't say it enough. I really think this character is adorable. I like her. She's a good character. She's got good character traits. She's relatable. She's sort of a John Doe character. She works a normal job, like I hope to work, and that you will eventually work. She's normal. She doesn't do fantastical things like Kero, although in the game, obviously, she is expected to do these things that Kero does. But she doesn't have these extraneous abilities. She only has 2 hearts. She only has a really weak little blaster. And she has a crush. She works 9 to 5 every day at a normal office job. But somehow she keeps smiling. She never stops smiling. She smiles even when she's KO'd. You gotta give her a hand for something like that. I like her. They designed a really good character here. I would also like to. Oh, I also want to mention that Studio Pixel isn't just Daisuke Amada anymore. There's more than one person here now. But I do want to. But Daisuke is the one who programs the game, so I will have to give him most of the credit. Here we are. Gonna make this jump. Totally make this jump, right? Okay, no, we're just gonna take all the steps back. All of the steps back. All of them. And then a couple more. Because we're bad. And, yep, there we go. So it's kind of hard to change the momentum of this character in mid-air. That's kind of why. She has inertia, which is something I'm not very used to. I am cringing just watching myself right now. I am so bad at video games, and yet I'm okay at them too. Keep in mind that this was the first time I played the game. Like, this is it. So I played the game for 30 minutes, and here you go, that's it. You know, the first time I played Pink Hour in a different way. I played Pink Hour and I got through all of it, and then I showed you the endings because it was kind of a long demo. It was a demo. It had 4 endings. It was a long demo, and even though I did that, I still had. It was about 45 minutes of gameplay to go through. Pink Hour is Pink Heaven, excuse me, Jesus, is shorter. And I didn't know what it was coming in, so that's why I didn't do any pre-game playing, because I felt it would be nice to play something that wasn't DFO but also had live commentary, which unfortunately we do not have. Here's a big one of those weird things, and it's freaking the hell out of me. That was scary when I first saw that, but second time we thoroughly kick its ass. Honestly, I don't know what this thing is. What is this? Is it a silkworm or something? I don't know. I guess it's a caterpillar. Anyway, the real enemy here is that thorn bush in the middle there. So once we determined that, not much else was a challenge. It didn't have very much HP to begin with anyway. And there we have it. The story in hard mode is non-existent! That was scary too. I can't believe they did that to me. I thought that was a Kero Blaster only thing. I didn't even say no, I was unsatisfied. Well, at least he didn't take away my hearts. So now we're facing these air gear things again, except they're moving around in diagonal formation instead of up and down. So they're gonna get in the way of us a bit. But the deaths are kind of over. After that fiasco, those 3 deaths on the platforming segment, I don't die anymore, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of it. Although I did get hit there, that was embarrassing. So, how are you guys doing? Getting ready for the Christmas season? It feels like Thanksgiving was so early ago, and then Halloween before that. You know, when I do videos, there is some level of depression that I get because every video, and I mean, I do a couple, maybe I don't do them one a day anymore. I found that formula to be a little tiring. It was okay starting out. I had lots of energy back then, but now I'm definitely much more comfortable doing it like this, just making videos whenever I can, whenever they come up, and just having fun with it. But even still, seeing videos and then like watching when the last one was, or you know, seeing time go by. It's like, hey, I did that. I did Kero Blaster like last year. I'm like, wow, it's been a year since I've done Kero Blaster. But then you kind of realize, wow, it's been a year. Not just that you've done Kero Blaster, but it's been a year. You're getting old. That kind of stuff you just kind of start paying attention to as you get older. 21 years old really is the age drop-off where you just kind of stop getting excited about being older, to be honest. I'm not saying that I don't like being old. Being old is fine, but you definitely become more aware of the time that passes by when you get older. Man, Pink Heaven got really, really deep and rough for a second. I'm sorry. I was much happier about the game when I was actually playing it. I guess now I'm just kind of getting a little somber. I am a little upset that my Audacity file somehow bleeped out and didn't feel like recording everything, but I guess that's a consequence. I'm gonna have to make sure this time that the commentary goes through so I don't waste another half an hour of my life. You know, doing this. I mean, I don't mind doing this. This is fine. I'm having fun doing the commentary for half an hour. I'm actually okay with it. But to do it a third time, I run out of patience sometimes. I run out of patience like the best of them. But I'm still okay with this. This is nice. Pink Heaven was a joy to play. It really was. It was really fun. If you go up the left side there and continue to go up, you'll actually get crushed by the cloud and that block up there. So you're meant to go up on the right side. Just letting you know that. I checked that later. So yeah, that platform you can actually fall onto, but you'll also get crushed by it. So that's not cool. And then there you can see another platform. So you do have to change up how you play. Here I go for the 1-up because I'm afraid, because I don't know what the heck is next. But honestly, we're pretty much done. There's only one more boss and it's the UFO. And here it is, the UFO. And as you can see, we have a bit more of a different layout this time. So the real enemy here is yourself, whether or not you clumsily platform your way onto death. The UFO has its standard pattern, shooting 2 bullets, and then eventually 4 when it gets weaker. So the UFO really isn't that hard. It's really just a matter of whether or not you will kill yourself before you can kill it. Yeah, so here we go. UFO getting a little steamed, a little angry. Pixel in his habit of making bosses that get angrier as the fight goes on. So that's it. Pink Heaven is complete. You ride on, you crazy diamond. You crazy, crazy tadpole, you. So that's Pink Heaven. I hope you enjoyed the video despite my lack of live commentary and not as exciting post-commentary, but I really do want to drive the point across that this was really fun. And I hope you're looking forward to later when we play Kero Blaster, Overtime Edition. I'll see you guys next time.